you dig it, sucker?
Eat my shorts.
Oh my God!
How's it going, Royal Ugly Dude?
The best there is, best there was, and the best ever will be. Presents the bottom line. The Stone Cold said so.
You are tuned in to the Monday Night Carlo, sports and entertainment sportscast. And now, without further ado, I give to you the one and only Carlo.
Hello everybody and welcome to Monday Night Carlo. You're tuned in and locked in for another episode. Welcome along to the show. Welcome to the jungle. Because this week we have a fan interaction front and center brought to you by Crystal from Dallas, as well as a main interview with Jaws, Colin, Lloyd from the PDC Darts. So first up, front and center, here's fan interaction. This week's fan of the week comes to you from Dallas, Texas, and Crystal.
Hey everybody, my name is Crystal, and I am from Dallas, Texas. On Twitter, you can find me under C_puzzle pieces, and I'm here on Monday Night Carlo to answer some questions as fan of the week. Number 1, how did you first get into wrestling itself? Thank my older brother Dallas. He was allowed to watch it, I wasn't, so I would sneak down and take his WrestleMania, SummerSlam tapes. I would watch Raw when it was on. And I was like, oh my god, I love this. So I owe him a lot. This is like my absolute favorite thing in life. So, I owe him big for that. What are the first matches you saw? I do not remember the very first matches because I've watched so many. But I remember the very first wrestler I ever saw was The Undertaker. So I immediately fell in love with his gimmick. And yeah, I mean, Papa Shango, Undertaker, those two battling it out. Yokozuna. I love Tatanka. I'm trying to think. There's so freaking many. Like, Razor Ramon when he was defending his IC title. I mean, there's so many matches I remember. And, what was your first WrestleMania? I don't really remember it. But I remember WrestleMania 9 and 13 the most. And mainly because of The Undertaker. I know. I'm not going to shut up about him. I swear if you keep asking me wrestling stuff, you're going to hear Undertaker at some point. But those are the two most memorable for me. Tatanka made WrestleMania 9 very memorable for me because he just had a great match. And, yeah. That Undertaker and Psycho Sid and Shawn Michaels returning and all the great matches or no shows were memorable. Who are your favorite wrestlers? Oh boy. I'm going to start fights because I'm picking favorites. Obviously, I talk about Undertaker a lot. I liked Papa Shango. I did not like him when he morphed into the Godfather. That was weird for me. Papa Shango all the way. Tatanka, Razor Ramon, Mae Young, Ultimo Dragon. I'd have to say Sanjay Dutt from TNA. I mean, there are so many good wrestlers. There was someone in the indie circuits I wrestled in that I actually was a huge fan of. I'm not going to name any of them because I don't want to embarrass them. But yeah, I have a lot of favorites. And the new guys in WWE I like are Sheamus is great and Wade Barrett and Kofi Kingston. And I did love Chyna when she was there. And I think that's... And Karma. I loved Karma. I always loved Awesome Kong, wherever she was at. So those are my favorites. I have more. I'm not going to go list them, but those are my absolute favorites. Kane, all the way, all the time. I mean, he's just great in and out of the ring. He's a nice guy. Shawn Michaels, class act. And for me to like a wrestler, my criteria is you gotta be great in the ring. You gotta be able to change up your character every few years. And you have to be a class act outside the ring. So, yeah, I'm not gonna like a douchebag. What are your dreams and aspirations? Holy crap, that's a deep question, man. Well, I'm gonna be publishing my first book toward the end of this year. I'm not going to give the name because I'm not here for marketing. Pretty much I wrestled in the indie circuits, and I would love to continue that in a few months after I'm better. And, get some better training and stuff, because I was wrestling without training before. Oh, decent training. Because it was a snowstorm, and they just kind of threw me in there because nobody could make it. So, yeah. I definitely want to wrestle. Acting is great. Writing. Anything along those lines. Yoga, belly dancing. If I could teach either of those, that would be great. So I have a lot of different avenues I can go down and be happy with. And they're all, aspirations and dreams. What do you do currently? I freelance. I do content writing. I do Photoshop, creating images, editing images. I tutor in tons of different subjects. I teach about 6 different languages to people. I don't have a teaching degree, but I don't need it. People just say they understand me better than anybody else they try to learn with. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do right now. And I'm working out and trying to get back into wrestling and belly dancing and stuff. Have you ever attended any live events? Of course I have. Oh my goodness. In Pittsburgh. For about 4 years straight, I went to every single event in Pittsburgh. So, yeah, I've gone to some events. Since I moved to Dallas last year, I have not been to one, which is unfortunate, but I'm sure my day will come and I'll go. Who are your favorite bands and artists? Honestly, I like a huge variety of music, anything good. I like anything from, AC/DC to TM Revolution to Kelly Clarkson to Macklemore. I mean, yeah, I like a wide variety. Do you watch NXT? And which young wrestlers do you feel will be the next big thing? I don't watch it that much, so I'm kind of biased to the people that I only, ever see on there. Emma's a lot of fun. She might actually spice up the Divas division. I do not think Paige is an anti-diva at all. She looks just like the rest of the Divas and kind of acts like them. But Emma is my favorite female on there so far because I've only really ever seen her matches. And I think Roman Reigns, when he was in there, he was great. So I think that if I watch it more, I would have a better opinion, but that's pretty much what I got for now. What do you do in your spare time? Hobbies, sports teams, whatever. I do love to watch hockey. I was a huge fan of the Olympics this year. And I belly dance. Lots of yoga. I'm a huge fan of finding, healthy recipes to cook for people. I'm a comic book artist, and I love writing stories. I blog. I have a blog. I'm about to have a new one, too. Wrestling, of course. I love to be in indie circuit, and I love watching it and going to live events, and I'm a huge fan of badminton and basketball. I'm only 5'1", but I make one of the best basketball players you could probably ever ask for. And I love studying languages. I'm a polyglot, so I can learn a lot of them at once, and that's just, that's a hobby for me, learning new languages. Right now, since my friend's a huge fan of Seamus, I'm learning Irish, so that she can put something on her sign and not have it mean something dirty. So yeah, that's pretty much what I like to do. I have so many other hobbies too, though. So I have aquariums and I have pets. I love camping and fishing and video games and movies. And for camping, I do not like having utilities nearby, because if you have utilities, it's not real camping. Unless it's a nice cabin, which once in a while I do like to have. So yeah, that's pretty much what my answers are for these awesome sauce questions. And thank you so much, Carl, for having me on. It was a pleasure talking to everybody.
Thank you very much, Crystal. That was a great fan interaction there. She made some great points and had some great insights there in the world of wrestling and who her favourites were. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the legend that is the PDC Darts former number 1, Jaws Colin Lloyd. Okay, everybody, welcome to the interview section for Monday Night Carlo. On the line, we have a bit of a legend in the darts. It is the former number 1 of darts, Jaws Colin Lloyd. Colin, welcome to Monday Night Carlo. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
No problem at all. That's a real honour, actually. So tell us a little bit about kind of your upbringing and what made you want to play the game of darts.
Basically, Carl, it was I just come home from school one day,
Right.
and got up to the top of the stairs,
Yeah.
and on the wall on the landing there was this round thing with numbers and wires on it.
Right.
I thought, hello, what's this all about? And yeah, because my brother was a keen dart player, so of course at that sort of age, I was like 10 years old. It meant chucking things,
Yeah.
and so I just got on the board and I started throwing, and I thought to myself, yeah, well, I'm actually quite good at this, and it all went on from there to where it is today, I suppose.
So what were the players that you kind of caught your eye to want to get involved in the first place?
Professionally or locally?
Either one. What was it that...
Well, to get where I am today, Carl, it's a case of you have to conquer your hometown before you go anywhere else.
Right.
And in my area, there were some guys, Rich Carter, Seth Schofield, Jeff Elliott, Joe Brown, all great dart players, and another certain player by the name of Kevin Painter.
Right, okay.
So I started building up into my little groove in my hometown, playing in the youth leagues and wherever, and then playing in the local leagues. And it just progressed from there, really. I used to obviously love watching the darts. We're a very big dart family watching it. And obviously everybody used to love or hate Eric. But I used to think he was great because of his arrogance.
Yeah.
And the way he just said, basically, I'm going to win it. I don't know what you're all here for. Bobby George, because it was all bling and a bit of a... Obviously, he took it seriously. I'm good pals with Bobby. He obviously took it seriously.
Yeah.
But he sort of brought a show with it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Giving it his best, but he made it into part of the show and made you really feel part of it. And John Lloyd, basically, because of his steadiness, grit and determination, he was called Old Stoneface and where he was a grinder. He would grind out results and grind you into the ground. And so they were really the three players really I watched when I was growing up.
Definitely very, very good players mentioned. I mean, what was the first tournament that you were involved in?
Well, obviously I played in the local leagues and where, and I played in the local league competitions.
Yeah.
And, the first time I became a singles champion of anything was the Kelvin and the District Darts League. I won the singles there against a very good friend of mine, another guy who was a good dart player, but just didn't want to go any further. A guy called Colin
Right.
from around my area. He was a county player and whatever, but just he had his own building business and his work come first. And I won that, which was great. And then professional rank wise, the first really big tournament I went in, I played in a couple of BDO ranked events.
Yeah.
And I've done all right, but nothing spectacular. But I went down to the Eastbourne Open that was sponsored by John Smith's.
Yeah.
And I ended up winning it. So that's what put me on the road to where I am today,
That was
It was a great event. It was attended by everyone.
Yeah.
The only person that wasn't there was Phil Taylor. Everybody else was there, so I ended up winning it.
So that was your turning point. That was when you first kind of knew, I'm pretty good at this.
Well, that's when I thought to myself, I am good enough.
Yeah.
I was a county A player for Essex and whatever. I've done a little bit here and there, and I've been to the big thing at the time back then for the. I don't want to say also ran dart players. But for good competition and good tournament play was to go and play at the holiday camps.
Right.
And, Mervyn King, he's nicknamed the King, but people think it's because his name's Mervyn King. It's not. Merv was the king in the holiday camps. Every holiday camp I used to go to, Merv used to just win everything.
Really?
And, and he was a class act, and that's why he is where he is today, because the guy was just gritty, determined, and a hell of a dart player. So I used to enjoy going to them events because it took you out of your comfort zone. You were coming across players that you've never come across before.
Yeah.
And I always try to say that to the youngsters that are coming through. Take yourself out of your comfort zone. You've got to play people who you've never come across before.
Yeah.
And when you hit 140, they hit 140. You've got to hit 140 back, and then if they hit another 140, you've got to hit another 100 or 140 back.
Yeah.
Because that's how never come across before. So it's just a matter of taking yourself out of your comfort zone. And I used to love all of that.
So I know I've been watching the Butlins tournament, the Coral UK darts, and I know you've been helping Mervyn with his back because I know he's suffering a bit at the minute.
Yeah, I've spoken to Mervyn on numerous occasions, and we were chatting away, and it just so happens up in Wigan a couple of weeks back.
Right.
Mervyn said, "I know you told me, buddy, about a guy who's looked after your back because I injured my back years ago when I used to work on a stud farm. I got squashed by a horse up against a wall, and so."
No.
Yeah, I've suffered with that, and then from all the digging and everything I used to do on the building site, it used to give me a lot of grief.
Right.
And I've got this in this guy locally around my way called Richard Kemp, and he doesn't crack, snap, or push you or pull you around. But he seems to fix me. He does his own little thing. I let him get on with it, and Mervyn said to me, he goes, "If there's any chance you might be able to get me an appointment with him?" So I got Mervyn to go and see him. I think he's had 2 sessions now. The second session for Mervyn, fair play to him. I mean, when Richard works on you, you do ache a good bit for a few days. And Mervyn went and see him on Wednesday. And so for him to compete the way he did, and he played
some good
brilliantly at the weekend, and that was on a bad back, and that was really back giving grief for him. So, yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to say, hey, Mervyn could have gone anywhere. They just so happened that he asked me, and I said, Mervyn, I can put you in touch with him. Hopefully he can help you out, and hopefully, touch wood, he is helping Mervyn out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he was playing some good darts there. So, as far as you go on the hockey, I've noticed with your stance on the hockey, you're kind of left field from the hockey. You kind of stand way over, and you got that kind of pull and throw styles. Is that something that you learn, or is that something that you just done from day one?
No, do you know what? If you look at me, if you any of your guys that listen into your show want to look on YouTube, from yesteryear you'll see that I used to stand just off centre to the right hand side.
Right.
But I suppose over the years, wear and tear on the body and the vision of the eyes and everything, I've just drifted over a little bit. But I don't ever think about that because all I do, I just walk up, my foot kicks the hockey, and I start throwing. I do know that I have drifted over the hockey a little bit, but I don't really pay much attention to it, to tell you the truth.
No, it's funny. I think darts has got to be the only sport where there's just so many styles. I mean, everybody's got their own throwing style. It's just, I noticed with yours, you move over quite a bit. I just wondered what that was about. So yeah, it's nice to hear from you.
Yeah. The thing about it is with darts, what people have got to understand with darts is all just about balance.
Yes.
It's how you stand comfortable and you're leaning comfortable, and you're holding your darts comfortably, and you just throw. Don't think of anything, just throw. And that's all I've ever done, and that's all I'll ever do.
So let's talk about the name, Jaws. Obviously, it comes. Obviously, it comes from the movie, which I'm a massive fan of myself. So, was it just natural to pick that name?
Do you know what? I didn't actually pick the name. My nickname Jaws actually is an original nickname from school. I was actually called Jaws at school.
Oh right, okay.
So I didn't actually make up a nickname for myself. It was given to me. Again, if you look at early footage of me in early part of my career, you'll notice that I've got two fangs. Right. Either side of my mouth, and I used to have how I never got called Dracula. I never know. I didn't get called Dracula. I just got called Jaws. So I had these 2 extra teeth at the front, and it just gave me when I snarled at the dartboard, it gave me that sinister sort of look, and I've just stuck with it. A lot of people now. I've since had them 2 teeth removed. Must be about 7-8 years ago now. Because they were just giving me grief. I used to get ulcers and everything, and every time I bit into anything, my gums are bleeding. It just got sore,
Yeah, yeah.
And so a lot of people now say that where I've lost that little bit of snarliness about myself, a lot of them just call me the dolphin or the whale now. But sure, there you go. Never mind.
So, what other? We know Jaws is an absolute classic, but what other films float you about? What other films are you into?
I am a sucker for a western. So I like John Wayne westerns and Clint Eastwood westerns.
Yeah, yeah.
Clint Eastwood westerns and whatever. But I like all their films, whether it be a war movie or certainly the Dirty Harry movies and whatever. I like all them. But my people that know this, one of my all-time favourite films is a film called This Happy Breed. Funny
Right.
enough. And it's a classic from like the 50s, something like that. And it's just a great film. I don't know why I like the film. I've just watched it the one time, and then I've watched it loads of times since, and I've got it at home. And
Yeah.
so it's just a lovely film. I love watching it.
What's the basic storyline behind the movie?
The basic story about it is really it's some typical London families
Right.
growing up in wartime, in sort of like the First World War.
Right.
And it's great, parts of the family go off to war and whatever. Some of them don't come back, and how life goes on while the war's on, and then when the war's over, and guys and girls do come home and whatever. And it's just it's a funny film. It's quite a moving film as well. When you look back on it and you really look in depth to it, but it's just an old classic film that I enjoy watching.
That's very cool. So away from the hockey, what do you do to relax, Colin?
Carol will tell you that I'm terrible for watching the telly, and I am on flick. I want to see what's on. I don't want to miss nothing. But I like a bit of golf. I'm playing golf tomorrow, funnily enough, with the local landlord.
Nice.
I'm good pals with Graham Napier.
Yeah.
From Essex County Cricket, so I go and watch a fair bit of cricket. I like the football. I try to get the Culture United as and when I can, because the club's really only out the back of my house. And I like watching boxing and a bit of rugby. Other than that, if I'm away, if I've got a bit of time at home, I like to just try and catch up with family and friends, because obviously I'm quite busy and I'm away a fair bit, so it's just nice to catch up with the people that, the people that I've known since I've been growing up and whatever, and they've stuck by me through thick and thin. It's nice to catch up with them friends,
Definitely. You sound like a pretty local guy, actually. I'm based in Norwich, so you're not too far away.
Oh, you're only about an hour away from me then, Norwich,
Yeah.
Do you know what? Funny you say that. I've got to, Carol keeps harping on at me to take her to Norwich shopping. Apparently Norwich is quite good for shopping, so I'll have to take her up there at some point or another.
Yeah, it's getting bigger every year. I think they add and bolt, new shops and stores on every year with the malls and things. As for music, are you a music man? What kind of bands and stuff are you into?
Do you know what? I'm not one for picking any sort of music. If I do have to pick any sort of music that I want to listen to, if I'm stuck somewhere and I need to listen to music, I'm a massive 80s music fan. I love the 80s. Right. So, yeah, and there's no specific thing. I like all of the 80s. Flock of Seagulls, Gary Newman. I like all sorts, man. I like them all. Joy Division, and So if I had to really pick anything that I had to listen to, it would be the 80s. Sounds of the 80s.
That's really cool. I'm with you on that one. So have you got any tournaments and stuff you want to talk about coming up?
What have we got coming up? I've got a good few exhibitions coming up.
Yeah.
We've got obviously we've got our Players Championships and everything all coming up.
Yeah, very cool.
Obviously busy times ahead. So yeah, that's about it really. I mean, I don't know what TV will be next. Event will be next. That will probably be. Obviously, the Premier League's on at the minute. Everybody's enjoying the Premier League because the Premier League is a great spectacle to watch. But then obviously you have the match play coming in before long. That'll be kicking off before long, so that'll be great entertainment for everyone. Basically, for me, it's just a case of knuckling down and practicing and trying to the form that I've got on the practice board, trying to take it onto the match board.
Yeah.
It's just been a slow time just of late, but things are going in the right direction. If I can just push things over a little bit more, and I've certainly got the hunger, and I know I've certainly still got the game to do it.
Definitely.
So I'll just see how the year pans out. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I'm just going to enjoy myself. I go there. I've still got that hatred when I stand on the hockey, whether they be a friend or not on the hockey. I can still switch that on. Don't worry about that. But no, it's just nice. Like I say, the exhibition's great as well because you're meeting new people all the time.
Yeah.
So this year, buddy, it's just going to be a case of just trying to get some form back and enjoying myself and trying to push myself back up the rankings. So
what are the current players out there in the Premier League or in general that you think are really talented in that way?
Well, obviously you only had to see Adrian Lewis at the weekend.
Yes.
You know, everybody keeps going on about Michael Van Gerwen this, Michael Van Gerwen that.
Yeah.
Myself personally, I think at this moment in time, I think Adrian Lewis is the best player in the world. Adrian's playing fantastic. Brilliant guys. Listen, I'm not saying Michael is. Michael throws some great stuff. He really is. So they're the two kingpins at the minute, I think. You certainly can't write off Mr. Taylor. He's having a lean time of it at the minute, but you know, he keeps bouncing back, and I certainly won't write him off. I think Phil's one of these sort of guys that says he'll tell you when he's finished. Don't tell him that he's finished. He'll tell you when he's finished. But no, Peter Wright's playing very well at the moment.
Yeah.
He seems to be doing the business at the minute. But, you know, there's a lot of youngsters coming through as well. You know, Michael Smith's playing very well.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can't go away without saying that the young boy Aidan Kirk at the weekend, he's certainly put his name up in the frame now. Beat Phil Taylor, then he beat Peter Wright. You know, obviously he can play the game, so he's another one to look out for the future. You know, the game's looking good at the minute. The game's looking very bright.
Definitely. We have to have a shout out for Terry Jenkins. I think Terry Jenkins is in darts in general is a bit of a legend.
Oh, Terry, you know what? Me and Terry are very good friends, myself and Terry. The guy who looks after Terry's business is a guy called Alan Loveridge. And the three of us, we tend to do a lot of work together, myself and Terry, a lot of exhibition work.
Right.
And we enjoy each other's company, and we do have fun. And Terry, you know, he said, I'm going to prove people wrong. People keep telling me I'm finished. He said, I'm done in the game. He said, I'll let them know when I'm done in the game. And over the weekend, he played absolutely brilliant.
He did.
He was just very unfortunate not to pick up his first major win because he walked into a rampage in Adrian Lewis.
Yes.
And but I think Adrian, the way he was playing, I think Adrian would have beaten anyone in the final. I don't think. Well, I'm going to say I don't even think Michael Van Gerwen kept with him. I think it probably could have still been the same scoreline. Could have been Michael Van Gerwen in the final.
I think you're absolutely right, Colin. That's been an amazing chat. I've really enjoyed your time, and I just want to say that I've ticked you off my list now. I definitely wanted to get you on the podcast, so I'm glad I contacted you.
Lovely. Thank you very much indeed. It's been an absolute pleasure, and hi to all your fans and followers that listen to you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, mate.
And that was the legendary Jaws Colin Lloyd. What a straight up nice guy he was. And that is that for this week's episode of Monday Night Carlo. Guests down the line include Laura and Dan Dotson from Storage Wars, UFC Hall of Famer Ken Shamrock, and just confirmed is the legendary TV co-host of the UK hit show Big Break, John Virgo. What an icon he is coming to the show. Thank you for your support. Thanks for your listens, and I'll see you next time on Monday Night Carlo. Why not come and like the official Monday Night Carlo Facebook page, facebook.com/EggetCarlMNC. That's facebook.com/EGGETTCARLMNC.
You've been listening to Monday Night Carlo. All views and opinions expressed by the Carlo are all his own and do not represent any other entity.